Okay, hi everyone, welcome back to this video series on the Comptia Security Plus course. SSH, Secure Shell, is a protocol that can create a secure channel between two computers or network devices, enabling one computer or device to remotely control the other. Designed as a replacement tool for Telnet, it is commonly used on Linux and Unix systems, and nowadays also has widespread use on Windows clients. It depends on public key cryptography to authenticate remote computers. One computer, the one to be controlled, runs the SSH daemon, while the other computer runs the SSH client and makes sure connections to the first computer, which is known as a server, as long as a certificate can be obtained and validated. Computers that run the SSH daemon have inbound port 2022 open. If a proper SSH connection is made, files can also be transferred securely using SFTP, Secure File Transfer Protocol, or SCP, Secure Copy Protocol. Tunneling is also supported. Vulnerabilities to SSH 1 and 1.5, such as the unauthorized insertion of content, the forwarding of client authentication to other servers' daemons, and integer overflow, participated the development of SSH 2.0, which is incompatible with SSH version 1. Improvements to SSH 2.0 include usage of the Diffie-Hellman key exchange and integrity checking with message authentication codes, MACPs, PPTP, L2TP, and IPsec. Virtual private networks were developed to enable quick, secure remote connections using the inherent capacity of the internet. They were also developed to take advantage of faster internet connections such as cable, DSL, and so on, but still work with dial-up connections. The issue with VPNs is how to secure those connections. Basically, there are two common protocols used to do so: PPTP and L2TP, with the aid of IPsec. PPTP. The point-to-point tunneling protocol, PPTP, is a protocol used in VPNs. It encapsulates PPP packets, ultimately sending encrypted traffic. PPP by itself is useful for dial-up connections, but is not suitable for a VPN by itself without a protocol such as PPTP servers or other devices running the PPTP protocol and accepting incoming VPN connections need to have inbound port 1723 open. PPTP can be used with CHAP-based authentication protocols because the protocol MS-CHAP v1 is considered inherently insecure and MS-CHAP v2 is vulnerable to dictionary attacks. PPTP is often deemed to be vulnerable. These authentication vulnerabilities can be dismissed if PPTP is used with an authentication method such as EAP-TLS. This relies on the existence of a PKI for the client and server computers. In this infrastructure, it is not readily available. PEEP can be used instead as long as computers are running the Windows Vista operating system or newer. Otherwise, L2TP with IPsec or other tunneling protocols is recommended for environments in which session and data security is of paramount importance. L2TP. The Layer 2 tunneling protocol, L2TP, is a tunneling protocol used to connect VPNs. In essence, it creates an unencrypted tunnel if used by itself, which would be unwise. It does not include confidentiality or encryption on its own, but when paired with a security protocol such as IPsec, it is considered a formidable tunneling protocol. Its starting point is based on layer 2 forwarding protocol L2F and PPTP. The latest version is L2TP v3, which has improved encapsulation and increased security features. Servers and other devices accepting incoming VPN connections need to have inbound port 1701 open. When installed on a Windows server, it uses PKI. Valid certificates need to be downloaded to clients before they can make a VPN connection to a server. Security must be configured on the server side and client side. Generally, the IPsec protocol is used to accomplish the secure connection within the L2TP tunnel. IPsec, Internet Protocol Security. IPsec authenticates and encrypts IP packets, effectively ensuring communication between the computers and devices that use this protocol. IPsec operates at the network layer of the OSI model. It differs from SSH, SSL, and TLS in that it is the only protocol that does not operate within the upper layers of the OSI model. It can negotiate cryptographic keys and establish mutual authentication. IPsec is made up of 3 other protocols that perform its functions, including security authentication, SA. This is the establishment of secure connections and shared security information using either certificates or cryptographic keys. It is set up most often through the Internet Key Exchange, IKE, or via Kerberized Internet Negotiation of Keys. The IKE can select varying levels of security protocols for the computers in a connection, which can differ in a VPN due to the similar computers with disparate protocols that might attempt to connect to it. Authentication header AH. This offers integrity and authentication. The authentication information is a keyed hash based on all bytes in the packet. It can be used with the Encapsulating Security Payload ESP protocol. It can protect against replay attacks by employing sliding window protocols, which put limits on the total amount of packets that can be transceived in a given time frame, but ultimately enables an unlimited number of packets to be communicated using fixed size sequence numbers. Encapsulating Security Payload ESP. This provides integrity, confidentiality, and authentication of packets. Protected data is encapsulated and encrypted. IPsec can be implemented in 2 ways: transport mode. In host-to-host transport mode, the payload of the IP packet is encrypted, but the header information is not. The AH is still hashed, though. This mode allows for the secure transfer of data among computers in a LAN or other private internal type of network. It can be used for transmission over networks using NAT traversal, NAT-T, but tunnel mode is more often used for that purpose. Tunnel mode. Network tunneling mode is when the entire IP packet is encrypted. It takes the regular IP packet and encapsulates that inside of a new IP packet with a separate header. This mode is more commonly used mode for transmission between networks and is the one that facilitates VPNs. Keep in mind that an organization might favor on-demand VPNs, which makes use of SSL TLS certificates over IPsec-based VPNs. IPsec uses algorithms such as SHA-2 and possibly HMAC, SHA-1 for integrity and authenticity, which hashes the packets of data Afterward, the hash is encrypted. It can also use triple DES and AES for confidentiality. Chapter summary. Because public keys are common knowledge, they must be protected from compromise. One way to do this to important a public key infrastructure, PKI. This is a complete environment for the public key, including hardware, software, and procedures. Users who want to access a website securely are required to request a certificate that will bind the user identity with the public key. The certificate is issued from a certificate authority, CA, such as VeriSign. To be validated, a user's computer initiates a certificate signing request, CSR, with proof of the user's identity. If a certificate used by the website is no longer valid or a support suspected to be compromised, it needs to be revoked right away and placed on a public certificate revocation list, CRL. PKI is used during secure web sessions, HTTPS, for example, that use SSL or TLS protocols, email sessions that use SMIME, and secure sessions between computers with SSH. Virtual private networks can also use PKI. For example, a VPN that relies on L2TP and therefore certificates as well. To further secure an L2TP tunneled connection, IPsec is implemented. Keep in mind that always on VPN technology is also available, which makes use of SSL TLS instead of PPTP or L2TP. However, PKI is most commonly used for secure web transactions. Within that system, a certificate will employ asymmetric encryption such as RSA or EEC, and cryptographic hash such as SHA for the key exchange. Afterward, the rest of the session's data will be encrypted in a symmetric format such as AES or RC4, which uses less computational power than asymmetric encryption. As you travel the internet, check on the validity and level of security of the certificates used by websites. Any website that you log into or conduct any type of transaction regarding anything of value should have an HTTPS connection as well as SSL, TLS, RSA or ECC, SH2, MD5, and AES or RC4 cryptographic protocols. So I'm going to leave it here today for this video. If you like listening, please consider like, sharing, and subscribing. Thank you.